Hello, how can I assist you?
I'd like to purchase a pair of leather shoes.
Sorry, you have to reserve that firstly.
Why? Can you explain that for me?
Okay, let me tell you why you have to reserve. We would pre-sell our products. You can reserve our product in our pre-sales activities.
What would happen if I have reserved?
Then, the reserved order would be recorded, which was called as sales order entry.
Okay, then.
Then the company will check the inventory is enough weather. If not, they have to pick materials.
How they pick materials and where they will go to pick materials.
Let's follow them to pick materials.
Alright.
Picking materials usually occurs in warehouse management system or materials requirements planning. The crucial steps of picking materials includes as following: order triggering, bill of material, BOM, the strategy of picking materials, picking execution, etc.
And what is the next of picking materials?
After picking materials, the next is pack materials.
What is the function of packing materials, and the crucial portion?
The main functions of packing materials include the inventory management of packing materials, packing purchasing and supplying chain management, production planning and BOM, bill of materials integration, packing specification and standardization management. Packing costs accounting and optimization, shipment and warehouse management, environmental protection and recycling management.
Okay, I see.
When packing materials was done, the next is posting goods issue. The primary functions of post-goods issues contain inventory reducing, financial posting, updating the status of sales orders, trigger subsequent processes. Inventory reducing means taking out the corresponding inventory of materials. Financial posting will affect financial modules, such as inventory cost carry forward. Invoice customer is the bridge between financial modules and sales. Meanwhile, customer invoice contains sales order settlement, inventory and financial posting, customer reconciliation, and automatic invoice printing/sending. Customer invoice consists of three parts: invoice header, invoice line items, financial posting, respectively.
Complex.
The last one, sales, is receipt of customer payment, which ensures that the enterprise can correctly record the customer's payment, updating receivable account and process bank statements. Receipt of customer payment consists of three crucial portions: payment details, payment allocation, financial posting.
Sales processes are pretty complicated.
Now, let's talk about material management.
Alright, I am interested to that.
The first of material management is purchasing requisition, which means that the internal departments submit the materials or service requirement request to purchasing department. That ensures all purchasing requirements were examined and approved, as well as comply with the budget of company and business requirements.
What does the main function of purchasing requisition includes?
The main functions include creating purchasing requisition, approval workflow, requisition consolidation, budget validation, convert to purchased order.
What is second of material requisition?
The second of material management is vendor selection. The goal of that is to select the most suitable supplier in many suppliers to satisfy the purchasing requirements of company. This process usually involves suppliers' evaluation, inquiry, comparison of quotes, approval, confirming suppliers and creating purchasing orders.
Then, the next.
The next is purchasing orders, which is normal request that was sent by company to suppliers. Purchasing orders has legally binding as well as stipulate the purchased materials or service, prices, delivery date, etc.
Is there anything about vendor?
When the request of purchasing vendor has been sent, then the next is notifying vendor. The prime functions of notifying vendor include as following: auto vendor notification, vendor acknowledgement, shipping reminder, order change notification, payment notification. When the vendor has been notified, the next is vendor shipment. The business processes of vendor shipment contain vendor acknowledgement, prepare shipment, ship goods, shipment tracking, goods receipt, invoice and payment. When the goods have been shipped, then the next is goods receipt, which need to enroll the receipt situation. Goods receipt utilizes for updating inventory, triggering payment processes, conducting quality check, posting purchased orders and invoices.
Each phase has a lot of processes.
Yeah, after goods receipt, then is invoice receipt. The last process of material management is payment to vendor. Payment to vendor is an important segment of financial models, which means after the company received the supplier's receipt, pay the bill according to the purchase agreement and ensures the payable amount correct. The primary functions of payment to vendor include three-way matching, approval workflow, payment methods, account payable, automatic payment processing, bank reconciliation. Meanwhile, the Prime ERP payment voucher includes vendor invoice, payment request, payment document, bank transaction. That is all for materials management.
Okay, is there any more?
The next of materials management is production planning. The first of production planning is production proposal, which is a crucial function of production planning module and utilized in main production schedule. The functions of production proposal include the prediction of productions based on requirements, optimizing inventory level, automatic triggering production orders as well as supporting adjustment and approval.
Therefore, when the production proposal was completed, the next is production.
Nope, the next is capacity planning. The prime goals of that are the resources can be allocated reasonably, optimization of production overload, increasing production efficient and guarantee delivery on time. The critical functions include work center management, capacity calculation, load analysis, bottleneck analysis, rescheduling. After capacity planning, then is schedule release. Schedule release usually involves production order release, purchase order release, delivery schedule release. Meanwhile, the main functions include orders execution on time, control of production purchasing processes, combination of inventory management.
Okay, is there anything about production planning?
When schedule and release was completed, then is shop floor documents. Shop floor documents contain production order, routing sheet, bill of materials, quality check sheet, labels and barcodes.
Interesting, can you talk about that more?
Of course, the next is goods issue. The common categories of goods issue include goods issue to production, goods issue for sales order, goods issue for stock transfer and goods issue for scrap. The primary functions are reducing inventory, triggering costs calculation, affection on inventory evaluation and auto-generating accounting documents. We have to consider completion confirmation. Thus now we are going to talk about that.
Okay, can you explain more details of completion confirmation?
Alright, the operations of completion confirmation include updating the status of production orders, reducing bill of materials, increment of stocks of finished goods and triggering financial posting. The prime types of completion confirmation has operation confirmation, order confirmation, partial confirmation, final confirmation. Once the progress has been confirmed, then is goods receipt. The prime functions of goods receipt include increment of inventories, triggering quantity check, updating vendors' information, etc.
Alright, is there any more after goods receipt?
The last one of production planning is order settlement. Order settlement mainly aims to allocate the costs of production orders, internal orders to final costs objects, such as cost center, property, inventory, or profit center. The main functions include production order settlement, internal order settlement, financial posting, prevent further posting. That is all for sales, materials management and production planning.
When I buy a pair of shoes, there are so many steps behind it, amazing.